Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's live stream girls basketball game between the Vikings from WLA and your Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers. My name is Dave Wuhorn. I am happy to be here tonight in my first game in the new press box. Joining me tonight is Levi Overland. Levi, welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to be here.
This is my very first game up here in the press box and only our third game overall for varsity here in our new gymnasium. What do you think, Levi? We got to come up with a better name than calling it the new gym all the time. We got to work on that.
Yeah, I honestly haven't come up with a good name yet either.
We should have a little contest. Well, tonight we are featuring two Wells High Schools battling each other out in a long-time tradition. These two teams have played each other for decades, off and on, even being in the same conference years and years ago. First, for a little bit of a team preview, Levi, what can we fear from the Vikings from Winnebago Lutheran?
Well, the WLA Vikings are 5-5 in the flyaway conference, or overall, and 2-4 in their flyaway conference. In their last game, which was last night, they lost 40-50.
They are headed up by some very strong players and have a very overall balanced team, and we'll look forward to that. For your Lancers, we're coming in, and I'll tell you what, the ship just keeps on going. We are currently at 11-0 for the season, 11-0 in conference, or 8-0, I believe, in conference, or maybe 5-0 in conference. We are ranked third in state for Division 4, and we're coming off a couple of really good victories. First, earlier in the break against the 8th-ranked team in Division 3, where we won by 4 in overtime. And then a couple of nights ago, we traveled over to Reedsville and took care of business, winning by 28. If you look at the stats, it looks like it should be a Lancer victory tonight, Levi, but you just never know when these two schools match up. There's some talent against some height, and we'll come back and tell you more as we come back here from break. All right, welcome back. We're going to head down to the court right now for a live interview by Coach Mike Benke from our own Mr. Gurgle. All right, thanks, Mr. Gurgle, for that great interview there with Coach Benke. We're going to break right now for a commercial. When we come back, their player spotlights for tonight's game.
Sponsored by Bethany Lutheran School. Bethany Lutheran School has been sharing the gospel message with the Manitowoc community for over 50 years. Come find out about the Bethany Way, where we work each day to do all things to the glory of God. To find out more information about Bethany, visit our website at www.bethanyeagles.org.
Hi, I'm Logan Brooks.
And I'm Cam Nimbe, and we are the officers here of the Broadcast Club at MLHS.
It has been amazing to move into our broadcasting booth in the new gym.
but we need your support.
With the move, we have equipment we need to buy to continue to bring you high-level broadcasts of MLHS sports.
If you are a business interested in a commercial or an individual who just loves our broadcasts and would like to support us, scan the QR code or go to the link on your screen to see ways you can support us.
You can also email our advisor, Nathan Gergel, for more information.
Thanks, and enjoy the game.
Sponsored by B&B Metals. Buying scrap cars, appliances, and farm equipment. If it's metal, we buy it. Call us at 920-693-8261.
For all your plumbing needs, Leisure Plumbing. Full-service plumbing for more than 45 years.
All right, we are back thanks to those strong supporters of this live stream making it work. Levi, who are some keys there for Winnebago?
Julia Pino, who's a sophomore and pretty tall, she has been leading this Vikings team, scoring 9.8 points a game on average, shooting 42% from the field. But she's got some teammates who are in 1 point with each other at second most, averaging 7.8 points per game, which is pretty good. Julia Pino is also averaging 8.1 rebounds per game, which her height definitely helps her with.
It's tough to see they don't have the heights listed on here. My guess is she's probably about 6'1 or 6'2", which is far taller than any of the Lancer players, so we'll see how that plays out. Only a sophomore as well. And for the Lancers then, I'm focusing here on two players. First of all, on Addie Cordy. Addie is averaging 9 points for the Lancers this year and also averaging 5 rebounds. But it doesn't always, it's the things that she does maybe that doesn't show up on the stat sheet that always impresses me with Addie. She plays hard, she plays tough, she's not scared of anybody down low. And she's one that really probably can challenge that big girl for Winnebago and take her off the glass. And then our other player here is the point guard, and that's Micaiah Krause. She's having a great year this year, leading the offense. She's done this now for 3 years, but what's impressed me most about Micaiah is that she is having 10 points a game and also is averaging close to 5 rebounds in a game as well. So Micaiah Krause is always going to be key to the game because she controls the pace, and the Lancers like to move. They like to push the ball up the floor. Well, Levi, you maybe don't realize this, but with two Wells schools play each other, the Wells is full of acronyms. There are tons of acronyms, and so tonight, as these two schools play each other, we're going to play the game, Do You Know Your Wells Acronyms? I'm going to give you the acronym, and then I'll give you a little bit of time to think about it, Levi. Crowd, if you're at home and you know my phone number, text me what you feel the answer is, and then we'll give Levi a chance. So we'll start you out with an easy one here today, Levi. The acronym WLA, that's who the Vikings are from. We'll come back right after this with your guess, and we'll see if the audience is listening at home. What does WLA stand for? All right, we are back here. All right, Levi, WLA is the acronym. We don't have anyone at home that's texted so far. What does WLA stand for, Levi?
Winnebago Lutheran Academy.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic, absolutely. And I'll give you another one real quickly because I've been talking that these are Wells schools. Wells?
Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod.
All right, Levi, you are 2 for 2 tonight. I'm just going to give you a warning. They get tougher as we go. We are about ready for tip-off and the starting lineups tonight. This is the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings versus your Lancers from Manitowoc Lutheran High School. Hey, we got the flag tonight, Levi. I don't know if you saw last game, but we did not have a flag last time. We got a flag on the wall. Let's go live to our national anthem. All right, welcome back. And now we've got the starting lineups first for the WLA Vikings. First, number 2, Sylvia Sopina. Number 5, Addison Superend. Number 15, which is not on our, number 12, Addison Turwin. Number 22, Seal McCauley. And our spotlight player tonight, number 25, Jillian Pino, the tall sophomore, averaging about, let me catch it here again, she is averaging about 10 points a game. And now for our Lancers as we get ready to do the spotlight. If we can do this correctly, it's tricky buttons. I had to do it last week, Liga. It's not as easy as it looks. Here we go. And now the Lancers starting lineup. My guess is going to be a similar lineup to what we've had in the other games. Starting with the point guard, number 11, Micaiah Krause. Number 12, Marissa Melhorn, also starting for her 3rd year in a row. 2 juniors to start off the bat. Another junior, number 21, Lily Melhorn. Do you think it's a coincidence that they have 12 and 21 as their numbers?
Honestly, they might have planned that. We'll never know.
Number 15, Ginevra Ermis, one of the seniors that are on the team. And then lastly, number 30, Addie Cordy, starting as well. For the Lancers, again, coming off 11-0 overall, 3rd in the state. Winnebago 5-5 overall, 2-4 in the Flyaway Conference. Neither team has played a similar opponent so far. A little bit later on, there's some crossover games, so not much is probably known. It's an awesome night to be here at the Lancer Gymnasium. First day for our pep band. We've got our dance team that's going to be going a little bit later on at halftime. It's too bad the boys' teams are away at Hilbert tonight because it would be awesome to have a packed house tonight, but I'm sure that opportunity will come quickly. All right, jumping here then for the Lancers is Marissa Melhorn. And for Winnebago, again, our star spotlight shooter, Jillian Pino. And the tip is undecided because the person that tipped the ball can't be the first one to get it. Took our official a little bit to think about that. How often does that happen in a game? And here we go again. And Winnebago controls the tip. Lancers, no doubt, will start with their trapping defense, as they always do in their 1-3-1. And right off the bat, we got a nice tip from Addie Cordy. Addie tips it, takes it in herself with a miss. A good aggressive take there by Addie. Not bad. It's a good start for the Lancers. We're going to see a lot of that pressure defense there, Levi, aren't we, tonight?
Yes, very well. The Lancers play a high 1-3-1, which they're going to have to figure out if they want to score some baskets in this game.
As they come out right away with that 1-3-1 now full court trap, which now has created 2 straight turnovers here. Lancer ball as the Lancers now set up their offense for the first time.
They're just really seeing how this high 1-3-1 can really get them in predicament and turn the ball over quickly.
Aggressively going right at their number 25, Jillian Pino, to pick up her first foul is Marissa Melhorn. That's very similar to what we did a couple of nights ago, and a very, very good girl from Sheboygan Falls. But she came out with some foul trouble early on, and that changed the game as Marissa puts the first free throw in for the Lancers. Lancers kind of establishing right from the start that they're not afraid of that height. They're going to go right at it in the very first play as Marissa hits both of them. And once again, 30 straight turnovers. Lily Melhorn with a miss. It was almost too easy for Levi. She was wide open under the basket, and she kind of hesitated for a second and threw that off the backboard a little bit too hard.
Can't ever get too scared to make those easy layups, but
exactly. Vikings break the press here this time as they get a shot from the outside. Shot is no good, but they get their own rebound. Again, Lancers very aggressive as Addie Cordy makes that jump ball. There's an example, Levi, of something I was talking about before the game. That stat doesn't show up anywhere, but the fact that Addie caused that jump ball by being very aggressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, going right at the big girl for Winnebago, and she has picked up her second foul. That, no doubt, is going to cause a substitution, and this probably changes the game for Winnebago, as they're going to probably need to take out their best scorer, who again is almost at 10 points a game for Winnebago, as Marissa once again goes to the line. This time misses her third free throw. Of course, I say she's going to sub out of the game, but I don't see anyone coming to the scorer's bench either. So playing a little bit of a dangerous game with 2 fouls already, as Melhorn hits her third free throw. Scoring pretty simple. It's basically Marissa 3, everybody else 0 right now, as Winnebago breaks the press, looking to get their offense going. Kicks it to the outside, passes, looks down low, but the aggressive pressure from Krause too much, and remains Lancer ball. I believe Winnebago's maybe gotten off 1 shot this game and had probably about 4 or 5 turnovers so far. Again, if you joined us late, we're going to be playing Know Your Wells acronyms tonight. Levi, I know you're 2 for 2 so far. So I've got a good one for you as we get our next break here coming up. As Addie Cordy goes strong to the hole to get her first 2 points of the night. Lancers up 5-0. What a great start for Manitowoc Lutheran. Again, that trapping defense. I tell you what, if you're not ready for it, there's just no way you can be ready to go. As Marissa goes aggressively at a kick ball by Winnebago, as Abby Benke now checks in for the Lancers for Lily Melhorn. Yeah, if you're not ready for that pressure, Levi, that's going to bite you every time.
Exactly. They want to get that pressure so hopefully they can get a bunch of turnovers, and the Lancers now turn over the ball.
Yep, there's a turnover by Ginevra, but an unsuccessful try as the Lancers again work that up as they go to their half-court offense here, as Micaiah Krause goes for 3, and that one hits. And the Lancers have an early 8-0 lead, and that press is right back on, Levi.
Exactly.
They are in trouble here. There, they get a little bit dribble around. And boy, that took a long time to get that ball back there, but a great start for the Lancers here. And a nice mix of 3 different people scoring so far for the Lancers. Let's see if Winnebago can get set up and get something going against this 1-3-1 trap defense. Hitting the big girl down low, and she goes strong for the first 2 points. Again, that's Jillian Pino. She's playing with 2 fouls as the Lancers push it up court, and now the Lancers cause a turnover, so a little bit of momentum there maybe for the Vikings from Winnebago, as Lily Melhorn checks it back in for Abby Benke. Must have been just something real quick Coach Benke wanted to tell her, because that was about less than a game time minute, and she was out again. Winnebago works it up the floor here as they get it across over to number 12, who goes in strong with no foul. And then the ball is on the sideline, or end line, I should say, out of bounds. I think that's going to be Lancer ball. Winnebago coming out in a man-to-man defense here. It seems like most teams tend to play us in a man-to-man defense, at least from the games that I have seen. I think some of that is because of how well balanced the Lancers are. It's not just one girl, it's multiple girls that are going to get you. Micaiah Krause from downtown. Again, this one's no good. Big, strong board there by Jillian Pino as the Vikings work up the floor. A miss on a layup, but she gets her own board. Kicks it out where Addie Cordy is with the steal. And again, the Lancers, yet another steal. Quickly move it up the floor. Another one where it looked like Ginevra just wasn't quite ready for that one as it went through her hands. Winnebago ball. Bringing the ball across. Boy, we're really pressuring those point guards. They are struggling both. They want to get rid of that ball as soon as they can. Wide open look there by number 22, and that one is off for Winnebago. That's Seal McCauley as the Lancers again push it up. Ginevra throws it away. That was just a bad pass by Ginevra. She didn't know where she was going. A good aggressive take by number 12, Annalise Turwin, as she's going to head to the line with Micaiah's first free throw. 8-2 early on here for the Lancers. Couple of fouls, kind of a little bit of a slow start for the Lancers, where it seems like they could have had about 15 or 16 points already, as there's a number of substitutions that are coming in now for both sides. Maybe get a little bit of break here for a couple of players. Lancers seem to go about 8 or 9 deep, but as you look at the stats for the Vikings, they're about 8 or 9 deep as well. As both free throws go in, and now 8-4. Yeah, Levi, for the Vikings, they just got to settle down. They can't create all those turnovers and give the Lancers so many opportunities.
They do, but they seem to be getting back on defense, and sometimes the Lancers freak out, and which causes them to turn over the ball and give it to WLA.
Absolutely. Was initially a nice run there by the Lancers, 8-0, and now it seems like Winnebago stepped up their defense a little bit and we've been stuck at 8 now here for a while, as Ava Vandermoos has checked in, has got the ball, as does Trisha Kiss, who's now up on top. And the Lancers look to reset up here, as again it looks like Winnebago staying in that man-to-man defense. Lancers quickly move that ball around. Kiss over to Krause, who's going to kick it out to Vandermoos. Top to Kiss over to Lily Melhorn. Again, Lancers moving the ball well, but Winnebago also doing a good job with their defense, because there's no easy looks, as Krause finally gets a nice little look. That was close, but that'll draw 2 free throws here for Micaiah.
The Lancers were definitely being patient on trying to look for that open basket and not taking errors down in the basket.
As Micaiah shoots these couple of free throws, here's our next Wells acronym for you, Levi. We'll give you an opportunity to think about this one. The acronym is NWD. NWD, and I'll give you a hint. It has to do with these two schools, NWD. We'll come back to what that Wells acronym is, as we're playing Know Your Wells acronym tonight, as Krause hits them both. Maybe Jeremy Zerbel, who's listening at home, will know this one as well. 10-4 here for the Lancers, as the Vikings look to get it up. A nice little trap there on the side. She's in trouble, and a quick timeout. That'll be a quick 30-second timeout for the Vikings. We're going to go to the season standings then, just to take a look at where we are in the Big East Conference. As you can see on the screen here, the the Lancers are 11-0 overall, as I mentioned, and I was just kind of guessing at their conference record. I think I said 5-0 before, but it is 4-0. But just look across to the south. There is one game coming up near the end of the season. It's a crossover game. 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, and so on. Oostburg is the number 1 team in Division 3. We're the number 3 team in Division 4. A lot of games between now and then, Levi, but that could be an awesome game.
It definitely could be. Excited for that one.
All right, Vikings coming across here as they get another turnover by the Lancers. As Marissa Melhorn up to Trisha Kiss for 3 points. Oh, that almost all but one in, but it rolled out. A nice look by Trisha as that one fell out. Lancers have definitely cooled off shooting, but they keep on getting turnovers. There's Marissa again over to Krause for 3. That one's out. Rebound by Kiss. That one's out. That's too bad, because these are good looks here for the Lancers, as Winnebago goes quickly down the floor. Rebound there by Ava Vandermoos. We do have a correct answer in our Wells acronym online, so congratulations once again to Jeremy Zerbel. You know your Wells acronyms. We'll see if Levi can figure it out here in just a second, as the Lancers again continue to move the ball. And turn it over once again. All right, Levi, NWD. Both of these schools have something to do with that acronym. What do you got, Levi?
I'm not too sure, but I'm going to go Northwest Division.
Oh, very, very close. Both of these high schools are in the same Wells district, the Northern Wisconsin district. Again, congratulations, Jeremy Zerbel. You know your Wells acronyms. As Marin Deweyne now checks in the game here for the Lancers. Again, 10-4. About 12 minutes left here to go. Kind of a sloppy go. It was a quick 8-0 lead by the Lancers, but kind of have stalled out here with a bunch of turnovers both ways. As there again is another one as the Winnebago comes up the court, and there again is another turnover. Boy, if we got paid a nickel for every turnover, Levi, we would be rich guys right now.
We definitely would be. Just can't panic on those easy passes and just got to slow down and be patient with the ball.
I mean, you kind of expect some of these turnovers by Winnebago, just the style of defense that the Lancers play. I'm just really surprised about what the Lancers here are turning the ball over. And there's going to be, that one Winnebago steps in is, again, Winnebago had a nice look down the floor, but wasn't able to put it in. Did just a little bit of digging. I think we mentioned it in pregame here, but Winnebago averages 51 points a game in all their seasons. The Lancers average giving up 51 points a game, but they're not going to get there if they're sitting at 4 right now. As again, ball goes into Marin Dewayne. A good look there for Marin, but that one did fall. Addie Cordy knocks it in. So 2 points kind of breaks the lull there for Addie Cordy. She now has 4 points overall. As again, the Vikings now have figured out how to break that press. Might be time for the Lancers to take that off or switch it up a little bit. A nice 3-point look there by number 5. Addison unsuccessful as the Lancers push that up. Vandermoos for 2, no good. Couple of girls going for the ball. Good rebound there by Winnebago, and again, as they're moving up the floor. Not a bad look there by Ava, just didn't knock that one down. Ginevra just always pesky on top in that 1-3-1, but Winnebago moving the ball very well and gets the foul there on Marin Dewayne for the Lancers' second foul, team foul, as Lily Melhorn checks back in. Winnebago did a nice job of breaking that press, and they got a nice little look there that time, didn't they, Levi?
They did. They're definitely figuring out how this 1-3-1 works and the traps that they're going to run.
Nice shot from the outside by Winnebago, unsuccessful as the Lancers continue to look to push the ball up the floor. Marin Dewayne now has the ball, waits for Lily as she now sets up this offense. Over to Ginevra, down low to Addie Cordy. Turnaround hook shot, and good. Addie having a nice game here. That's her 6th point of the game, which leads all scorers here. And the turnover, Ginevra Ermis. Now we got the press going again. Just when I said they had it figured out, Levi, they're struggling as they're going backwards right now. And there's a turnover for Winnebago. They're going to need to figure something out, although he does have 4 subs coming in here. Check that, 5 subs coming in. The other thing that can't be overlooked is Winnebago played a tough game last night, losing by 10 points, 40-50. So they're probably got a little bit of a weaker legs than the Lancers right now. As the Lancers get a nice lead here, 16-4. Got to be patient here, Levi. That's had the most success. We've had the best looks when the Lancers have simply been patient and moved that ball around. There's Addie Cordy again. Good look. Lily Melhorn, the smallest one on the floor, gets the rebound and a nice look. That's no good. Rebound again. We'll give that one to Addie Cordy. And Lily will set it up again. Over to Ginevra. Good look of offensive rebounds there by the Lancers as Marin. Nice little one dribble. Good defense there by Winnebago. Lily Melhorn to her sister Marissa, and no good. And back in the game is 25, Jillian, who throws the ball away for another turnover. Lancers subbing in 2 more players of their own. Again, for the Lancers, Marissa Milhorn leads them in scoring with 15. Ginevra leads them with 15, but Marissa's right at 14.6. And Micaiah Krause at 5, Addie Cordy at 9. All of them have scored so far today. The Lancers take a 16-4 lead. We will cut away to commercials at this time.
Sponsored by Bethany Lutheran School. Bethany Lutheran School has been sharing the gospel message with the Manitowoc community for over 50 years. Come find out about the Bethany Way, where we work each day to do all things to the glory of God. To find out more information about Bethany, visit our website at www.bethanyeagles.org.
All right, we are back here. 16-4 is the score. Just under 9 minutes to go here. It is Vikings ball. Again, we are playing the game Know Your Wells acronym tonight. Levi, you are officially 2 for 3.
Probably
after getting a tough one. Here's going to be another one for you, and then we'll give you a second for those at home. The acronym is ALHS, and the hint is both of these schools are it. ALHS. As the Lancers now have the ball, just under 9 minutes to go. Micaiah Krause leads it as the Vikings again play a pretty aggressive man-to-man defense. Ginevra Ermis with a nice drive in, and no good for the Lancers. As the Vikings now pushing the ball up the floor, see if they can get something going here against the Lancers defense. So we got a foul down low. Looks like that one might be by Ava Vandermoos would be my guess. Nope, that's Micaiah Krause. That might be her second.
That is her second.
That is her second foul. Using our new little stat panels on the side, we can see that here at the new court, which again, we got to come up with a good name. Again, the acronym ALHS. If you know it and you know my number, text me. Otherwise, we're going to give Levi a shot at this. Both of these schools are it. ALHS. Another foul there by the Lancers. Vikings have the ball down 12 underneath, looking to work it into their top scorer, who is got 2 points tonight. Vikings move the ball around, and a nice look like maybe more of a 2-3 type defense here for the Lancers. Lily Melhorn pushes it up to Ava Vandermoos. Ava with a nice little set shot there. Oh man, that one didn't go in. A good shot there by Ava. Just didn't fall for the Lancers. From our stats here, just looking at kind of what the Lancers are shooting, it looks like they're shooting about 27% overall right now, which isn't good, but when you look at Winnebago, they're at 12.5% shooting. Winnebago hasn't hit a three-point shot. The Lancers have hit, it looks like, one so far. A little 2-3 type zone defense, trapping zone, as shot comes to the side, no good. Ginevra Ermis with the make. Ermis kicks it up to Abby Banky. Abby right down low to Marissa Melhorn, and that one made through. Good light fast break there by the Lancers, as Winnebago pushing the ball now up. Goes right into Ginevra. That really could have gone either way, but they're going to go against Ginevra on that one. She must have been moving just a little bit. That's tough just to stand there and take it, Levi. When someone's going full speed running, you naturally are going to move out of the way, and when you do, that becomes a defensive foul.
It can be a little intimidating having anyone run at you, really.
We do have a correct answer for our ALHS. Congratulations, Ann Winter. Thanks for listening on at home. We'll get you the correct answer in a second as the Lancers score again. And again, looking for yet another turnover. Vikings move that ball around. They're really trying to pound that thing down low, but it's not happening. There's a nice shot for the top of the key by number 12, Annalise Kerwin. As the Lancers move the ball up the floor. Lily Milhorn on the top to Abby Banky. There's a nice block there, but Lily gets that ball back. They've got numbers, 5-on-3. Ooh, a nice job by Winnebago to cause that jump ball. And at this break here, Levi, ALHS, what do you think it is? I told you they're getting tougher as we go, Levi.
Academy Lutheran High Schools.
Oh, you're very, very close. Both Winnebago and Manitowoc are area Lutheran high schools. That's the acronym the Wells uses for all of our area Lutheran high schools. Congratulations, Ann Winter. No, Ann, you don't win a prize. My apologies. I'll give you a high five, though, next time we see each other. As we are playing tonight, Know Your Wells acronyms. Levi, you're batting 500, but that's okay. That's all. That's Hall of Fame material if you're playing baseball. 20-6 here is the score. 6.5 to go at the new main gym. The new gym. I don't know. What do Lancers do that we can name this gym after? Someone told me where they actually joust is called a list. The list? I don't know. That doesn't sound like a gym, does it?
Doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. As Trisha Kiss goes up strong, but a miss. Again, Lancers continue to have that aggressive defense there. Nice job by Lily Milhorn going all the way to break up that ball as Trisha Kiss now moves up the floor. And the Vikings pick up their 5th personal foul overall. Not quite bonus yet.
If I can say one thing, this game is definitely reminding me of when the Lancers played Two Rivers, that being their first game, I believe.
That does sound right. It was definitely early in the season. I think that must have been at Two Rivers. I don't remember that one, unless that was home.
I think it was home, because it was us two again.
How embarrassing. I don't need to remember it and hear it was us two who did that game. Ball goes in strong to Addie Cordy with a miss, but she gets her own board and she goes in again. Again, that's why earlier in the game I had said Addie Cordy is just one of those players that just is key for this Lancer girls team with her aggressive play. So Winnebago moves it up, but unfortunately they had a 2-1 and they threw it away. It's been the story of the game tonight, Levi. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. As Briley Zerbel now is checked in for the Lancers. Ava Vandermoos back in for the game. Seems like if this score continues, this is going to be a game where they're going to get all the girls in tonight.
Yeah. 23 turnovers for the Vikings right now. Not looking pretty good. Well, the Lancers having 9.
As Marin Duane gets a couple of shots, neither one of them fall there, but once again Winnebago turns it over. 22-6 is the score. Earlier tonight in JV action, our JV girls won 29-17, so kind of a low-scoring game there. As Briley Zerbel from the top of the key hits this basket. Good for her. A nice look from top of the key, and we've got a 19-point lead. As Ava Vandermoos. You know, you play an aggressive defense, you're going to get a couple of those fouls from time to time. Ava just in the wrong spot at the wrong time there.
Definitely can't be afraid of being that physical, and you're going to get pushed around and fall down a couple times.
Absolutely. So Winnebago looks to merge up the floor, and yet another foul. This one by Briley Zerbel. Stuck her hand in there trying to get the steal, but she got burned with her hand in the cookie dish. As Winnebago now is in the bonus, meaning shooting 1-1 here for the rest of the half. To the line then for Winnebago number 5, Addison Supernan. Sorry if I'm saying that name incorrectly. She drops it in. Shouldn't she get one more? Apparently she does. I guess we're playing the normal rules tonight. 2 of the officials were ready to play ball. Only one of the officials actually caught that. I suppose when you get tuned out, you don't always pay attention. But you make one, you get a second one, Levi. And she makes them both. 25-8 here for the Lancers. That should be a travel there. Unfortunately, threw the ball as Marn was falling down, and it's tough to stop falling when you're halfway there already, Marn, with a travel there for the Lancers.
Bringing it up the sideline.
Unofficially, Lancers at 33% shooting here so far. Looks like we have got a 30-second timeout here for the Lancers. Levi, big event happening here at Lutheran High on Sunday, and that, of course, is
the gym dedication service.
It has been over a year that we have been waiting for this beautiful facility to finally finish. And on Sunday, we are planning an awesome dedication service where we're going to start in the auxiliary gym or the former gym and have a nice little service there as we remember the memories and things that happened there. And then as part of the service, Levi, we're going to walk over to this gym and we're going to close the service singing Praise God from whom all blessings flow, I believe. An awesome opportunity. And then we have an open house afterwards. So if you are around the Manitowoc area, 2 o'clock dedication, 3:30 open house. Come as early as 1 o'clock. The doors will be open for this new facility Sunday. As the Vikings come out of break with a nice little shot on top of the key, but unsuccessful. Addie Cordy coming away with a rebound over to Tricia. Kiss up to Addie, working hard down to Marissa Milhorn. And Marissa scores. That is her 7th point for tonight. Scoring somewhat balanced here. Addie leading the way with 8, Marissa with 7. Nice steal there by Briley Zerbel as Marissa ends up with the ball over to Trisha Kiss. Trisha goes. Ooh, lost the ball. It stays right here though. Nice job there by the Lancers of pushing it up, seeing Trisha Kiss, up the court. As again, the Lancers just continue to rotate. They've gone 10 deep here so far tonight. And we've got a 30-second timeout. All right, Levi, we'll go back to our name that acronym game. We're going to give you another easy one. Well, I feel bad to call it easy, but I'm hoping this is an easy one. A very famous Wells acronym, MLC. We'll give you just a couple of seconds to think on the acronym MLC as we are playing Name That Acronym game. Officially, Levi, you are 2 for 2. Crowd at home, you are 3 for 4. We'll see who wins tonight. I'll just give a second to see if there's anyone that is new there at home. If you know my phone number, text it in. If you know my wife's phone number, apparently text it in because people have been doing that as well. As she's standing right next to me here today. As the Lancers get the ball into Micaiah Krause. Good look down low, but that did not fall. The Vikings get the rebound. Looking to get into double digits here as they move the ball up the floor. Right-hand layup is up and good for number 14, Evelyn DeVries. As Marissa Melhorn goes up strong the other way to get the 29th point here for the Lancers. Lancers staying in that aggressive press here, up 19 in the first half with about 3:50 to go. Kind of a late call, but honestly, I'm going to tell you, I think it was the right call as number 20 of Winnebago kind of put her elbow right into, didn't see who that was. Was that Marissa or was that Ava? And an offensive foul. That's their 6th team foul. All right, I'm not seeing anything online, so this is a one for you, Levi. MLC stands for?
Martin Luther College.
Ding, ding, ding. Well done, Levi. You are now 3 and 2. Online, people, you are 3 for 5. Or excuse me, 4 and 4 with your picks. Actually, that's not right. Online, you're 3 for 2. You're tied right now. As Geneva Ermis gets the pick to Lily, and she took an extra step down low. It's certainly not the cleanest game the Lancers have been played all year, and yet they got a 19-point lead Levi, that all it has to do with?
The 1-3-1 trap with all the turnovers that
Absolutely.
WLA has been doing.
As they go back to that trap, breaking the press there. Nice little drive there by Winnebago. A little bit of an ugly shot as she was falling, but she gets 2 free throws out of it. That's a foul on number 30, Addie Cordy. That is her first. Again, Addie's averaging about 9 points. She's got 8 tonight. And first free throw is good, and we're at 29-11 here.
I mean, if I can say one stat for the Vikings, it's definitely their free throws. They've gone, what? All of them have been made so far.
Except for that last one, because you jinxed them there, Levi. Winnebago gets the offensive rebound, though, and they continue to work the ball around. Now moving the ball a lot better than they did in that first part of the first half there. Nice looking shot there. That wasn't good. Abby Banky with the rebound over to Ginevra Ermis. Ermis down low to Abby Banky. Right to Marissa Melhorn. We'll say they work on that all the time, the old pass through the hands play, but I doubt that that was actually happening. As Winnebago works to get up the floor, and yet another turnover for the Vikings. Levi, you maybe don't know this because this was probably before you were born, but these two teams were actually in the same conference at one time, called the Central Christian Conference, I believe. Something along like independent conference of all private schools, and they would go all over northern Wisconsin and play these games. As there goes Strong with a hoop and some harm as Marissa scores and gets the free throw. So I'm sure there's a bunch of dads and uncles and grandparents that remember playing against Winnebago Lutheran back in quote-unquote the day. As Marissa unable to complete the and one, but the Lancers right back into the press. There's a nice held ball there, a jump ball by Marissa. That's going to be a Lancer ball. Now up 22 here on Winnebago. Lancers averaged 72 points a game this year while giving up 51. They look to be a little bit on pace there to get up in the 70s if this pace continues, and yet they haven't played their best game by any means. Vikings with a little scrappy defense there with a jump ball, and that's going to go right back to Winnebago.
Let's see if they can break the 1-3-1 press this time.
Yeah, about the time we say they do real good with it, then they cause a turnover just like that to Marissa. She takes a nice little shot about halfway, almost looked like a pass to herself. Kicks it out to her sister Lily with a nice look, but that doesn't go in. Marissa with a rebound and another rebound. This time Marissa scores. Marissa now up to 17 points as Abby Banky gets a steal and a rebound to go up to 37, and that's going to cause a timeout for Winnebago. That'll be a full timeout as we spend this time to hit some of our commercials that we got cut a little bit short. We'll be back right after this.
Sponsored by B&B Metals. Buying scrap cars, appliances, and farm equipment. If it's metal, we buy it. Call us at 920-693-8261.
Hi, I'm Logan Brooks.
And I'm Camden Bay. And we are the officers here of the Broadcast Club at MLHS.
It has been amazing to move into our broadcasting booth in the new gym.
But we need your support.
With the move, we have equipment we need to buy to continue to bring you high-level broadcasts of MLHS sports.
If you are a business interested in a commercial or an individual who just loves our broadcasts and would like to support us, scan the QR code or go to the link on your screen to see ways you can support us.
You can also email our advisor, Nathan Gergel, for more information.
Thanks, and enjoy the game.
All right, we are back here after the Lancers ripped off 6 straight points to get up to 37-11, and the press is still on, Levi.
You gonna turn it over or not? Oh,
Sure
that's
enough,
a
with
turnover.
the Addie Cordy right to Lily Milhorn. Oh, that was another one that was too easy to miss by Lily. But again, that pressure is right on. Every team we faced so far has had trouble with the pressure that we bring. A nice pass to Briley Zerbel. If she could use her left hand, that one would have went in, but that one fell out for the Lancers as Winnebago now has the ball. Throws up a wild shot as Marn Doane checks back in for Micaiah Krause. About a minute and a half left here in the first half. Lancers, like we've been saying, not playing the best half of the game, and yet up easily against the Vikings. As the Vikings get a turnover there, kick it over to number 21 who stops. See if the Vikings can get something set up. Nope, Addie Cordy with a nice steal. Let's see if she can finish. And she doesn't, but draws the foul. Addie Cordy going to be going to the line for two. A nice anticipation steal, heading all the way down the floor, but wasn't able to finish there. Let's see if Addie can get into double digits here as she tries for her 9th and 10th point for tonight. First one drops in. Stick around for halftime. Our MLHS dance team will be performing for their first time in this new gymnasium. The arena? What about that? The arena?
Manitowoc Arena?
Yeah, it's something. It's kind of Lancers would be in an arena, right?
Oh, Lancer Arena.
Well, all right, maybe. Better than the list, but we'll work on it yet. Vikings quickly up the floor. A nice job of breaking that press and scores by number 22, McCauley. 39-13, 45 seconds to go as the Lancers turn this ball over, giving the Vikings one more opportunity. Let's see if they can take advantage here. 39-13. Again, the dance team performing here at halftime, so stick around. And we'll have plenty of Wells acronyms in the second half as well. I've got a whole list of 5 more for you, Levi. 29 seconds left to go in the half. Vikings very patient, looking maybe for a good three-point shot, which they got, and they get their own rebound. Another shot goes up, and that one falls for number 21. And looks like we've got, no, a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what that call is. Looks like maybe a delay of game warning on the Vikings for pushing the ball away. Something we didn't have to worry about in the old gym was pushing the ball away and stalling time because the wall was so close. And here we've got tons of room on either end line. It's awesome if this week here in the gym they got to put up our conference banner. They put up the girls and boys conference championship wall graphics. We actually know where people are supposed to sit because we have directions on what group is supposed to sit where. Awesome to see here, and I know there's more planned to get put up eventually. As we get to halftime, the score here is Lancers 39, the Winnebago Vikings 15. We're going to step away here just real quickly to watch the dance team, and then we'll be back for some stats and also some analysis of the second half. Thanks for joining us here on Lancer Vision. All right, our MLHS dance team, something that's new this year is that we actually have our dance team that actually competes in some competitive competitions, and they've done 2 already, both kind of over the Christmas break. Coach Abby Boson leading that crew, and she said a year or so ago, what if we had a competitive dance team? I thought that was a great idea. So the girls doing an awesome job tonight. They finished, I think, second in their first competition. And then in a little bigger one, I think they finished, again, really good, definitely top half. And they actually scored higher, but maybe didn't place as well just because of the competition. So awesome to see just yet another thing happening here at Manitowoc Lutheran. Well, the score here, Levi, is 39-15. We had highlighted for the Vikings get her number here, 25, Jillian Pino. How's she doing tonight?
I mean, 2 early fouls is pretty big for someone who looks to be leading the Vikings, and she hasn't got much any playing time.
All right, we're going to cut you short here because we've got an interview live in the court with Tristan Halls and Coach Benke. Thanks, Tristan. Absolutely, they've been doing an awesome job on both sides of the ball. Kind of cut you off there, Levi, before. Talk more again about what the Vikings have done and maybe what they can do in the second half.
Well, 35 turnovers isn't looking pretty good for them, but hopefully they can come out with less turnovers and more baskets for them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see with a nice lead here if they continue, the Lancers, if this continues with their press, because that'll dictate a lot of those turnovers. If they can get it across and get their offense set up, which they haven't done very often, I think they'll be able to generate a few additional points. As far as the Lancers go, kind of a little bit of a balanced attack. Marissa Melhorn is leading the Lancers with 15 points. She averages 15 points for the season, so she's right at where she's at. A number of those points came late in the half off of turnovers, but what Marissa also did a nice job with is getting 2 fouls on that big girl that we talked about, taking her out. Addie Cordy's got 10 points. She averages about 8 or 9 in a game, so she's about right where she's at. But again, it's all those little things that she does that often makes a difference for the Lancers. And then Micaiah Krause with 5. She had 1 3-pointer for sure. Briley Zerbel, I know, had the other one for them. But Micaiah does all those little things of leading the break and setting up the offense. As you took a look at the stats here for the teams up on the screen, you can see that Lancers shooting 32% while the Vikings at 22. And I'll be honest, that 22 was down in the lower teens there for a long time. A number of turnovers that we talked about, slight rebound edge to the Lancers as well. Yeah, keys for the Lancers simply will be maintain and maintain. They continue to show that pressure, whether it's a made or a missed basket. It'll be interesting. My guess is they'll start with it in this second half, but as the lead maybe gets larger, we'll take that off. Lancers, again, coming off a very, very good couple of victories. They've got a big one coming up next week. Friday, they go and travel to St. Mary Catholic High School St. Mary Catholic is ranked 4th in our division, so 3 and 4 in the same conference. We beat them early on in this season, one of the first or so conference games of the year. A very enjoyable game to watch because the Lancers got up by a number of points and St. Mary's came back, and playing on the road is going to be very difficult for the Lancers to be able to do. That trip over to St. Mary's, it's always just brutal to take no matter what sport it happens to be. It's an hour on the bus before you get to play over there. So not that they're looking ahead to that game a week from tonight, but it's got to be in the back of their minds as a good game coming up here for the Lancers. We're going to step away here just for a minute or so and let the teams get set up for the second half when we will be back. Lancers up 39-15. All right, we are back here as both teams are getting ready to get set up. Lancers came out quickly out of their timeout and were ready to go, but when you got a 24-point lead, I don't know what more you got to really talk about, to be honest, at halftime. Vikings rather took the entire time. They didn't do any warm-up shooting or anything. I'm sure Coach had a lot of things to talk about, only scoring 15 points. We are ready for the second half here at the arena. I don't know, I like it, Levi.
I like it too. It's a good name.
Lancers start out with the ball. Marissa Melhorn kicks it over to Micaiah, over to Lily, over to Ginevra. Attempts a three-pointer that got a hand in there, but once again the Lancers turn that ball over, and a foul by number 12. Nice stop there initially by the Vikings, but by the time they had the ball, they turned it over again with that intense defense for the Lancers. And Lancer ball on the side, and that first foul of the half. The ball comes into Addie Cordy. She goes strong, and that will be 3 fouls now on number 25. Correction, her 4th foul of the game. You only get 5 in high school, Levi, and she's got 4. How long do you keep her in there, down by 25 points now?
I mean, just let her play till
exactly.
She's
a sophomore. This is a 25-point deficit. She's got to learn how to play with 4 fouls in other games.
I think playing against Sheboygan Falls with the number 5, who is very tall, also added to this. So they were kind of prepared for number 25's height.
Yeah, that's a good point, Levi. That was a good game for us to battle someone who was very, very tall and a good player. She picked up some early fouls, but it still ended up with about 25 points that night. But boy, she probably could have had a lot more if she wasn't in foul trouble as the Lancers continue to push it up. Well, we are playing the Know Your Wells acronym game. You got Wells before, but now the new acronym is WELSA. What does WELSA stand for? W-E-L-S-S-A. I'll give you a hint. Both schools are also WELSA. Again, if you know this answer at home, go ahead and text me if you know my number. Glad to have you online watching tonight. As the Lancers are up 41-15. 2 Wells schools, so we figured this was a good chance to play Know Your Wells acronyms because Wells has lots of acronyms. In fact, Wells is an acronym. As the Vikings go up strong for a shot, Marissa Melhorn with a rebound. Lily over to Ginevra Ermis for 3. Ooh, that was right on. That one isn't going to be her 5th foul as number 25 ends up falling to the ground. That one's on Addie Cordy. That's her second foul tonight as Abby Benke quickly subs in for Addie. Lancer staying in that 1-2-2 trapping press as they've shown the whole game. And Winnebago seems once again to be struggling to get that ball across. I'm sure the coach, I guarantee the coach drew something up at halftime, and it wasn't dribble the ball out of bounds. Talking with the ref, looking for maybe a little bit of a hip check there, which tough to tell from this angle if that was true. Lily Melhorn here checking the ball in. There's a nice steal for Winnebago as they take it in for the easy two for number 2, Sylvia Sopina. And then quickly, Ginevra Ermis steps over the line and turns it over. That's not going to make Coach Benke or the other Coach Benke happy at all. Or the other Coach Benke, correct me, there's 3 Coach Benkes over there. Although I think one of them's married now, maybe has a different last name. As Winnebago puts it up strong here, number 2, Sylvia Sapina, who had gotten the steal, gets a basket. Abby gets the steal up to Ginevra Ermis, who lays it in for 2. Boy, just like that, we got a lot of scoring going on here, Levi. Are we keeping up with our stats here?
Not really.
Not really. I get the advantage here. I've got a statistician I brought with me, my daughter Emily. Thank you, Emily, for doing my stats for me. It's Ginevra Ermis. Scores again off another steal, pushing the score now 45-19. Almost another turnover there again for Winnebago. Ball goes out of bounds. Where did the ball go? Oh, there it is. Kind of lost it there in the crowd for a second. Not seeing anyone online knowing what our acronym is. You've got a shot here to tie the online folks here, Levi, if you can get this right. Again, the acronym is WELSA, W-E-L-S-S-A. Both schools are WELSA. As the shot goes up, Lily Melhorn with the rebound and a travel. So immediately turns that over. All right, ball comes in here. Looks like a travel here on the Vikings. As Manitowoc Lutheran gets the ball back up. 45-19, Micaiah Krause with the ball. Looks like kind of extending their man-to-man defense a little bit is Winnebago. Located in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, which is about an hour away here on Highway 23, as Winnebago gets the steal coast to coast, and ball doesn't go in. Abby Benke with a rebound and a turnover. That one maybe was iffy, but that's why I'm up here, not down there, Levi, because I can't make the calls from up here. Winnebago ball. Struggling to get it in, finally does get it in, top of the key, nice little look there to the side. And the Lancers content to just sit in their zone defense as Winnebago then dribbles it down low, but turnover. Good forced, aggressive defense there, forces the Vikings in a turnover. Lancer ball. Krause brings it up again, Winnebago extending their defense a little bit, as Micaiah turns it over here to a falling Viking, as Winnebago working the ball up here on that left side, and a nice shot in for number 5, Addison Sabrind, as Micaiah Krause goes quickly up the floor, and that's going to remain Lancer ball. All right, Levi, WELSA is the acronym. No one online got it. You could take the lead, a commanding lead if you get this right. Go for it.
Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod School Association.
Oh, you were so close, Levi. So close. Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod School Accreditation. That is WELSA. That's the name of our WELSA accreditation team. as Lily Melhor, Micaiah goes up strong. Ginevra Ermis with the rebound. That's no good. Abby Banky with the shot. Finally falls. I'm going to give you a half a point for that, Levi. That was really, really close.
Very
you are
generous.
now
Thank you.
3.5 and 2. Online, you're slacking now. You are now 3 and 4 in terms of that. As Winnebago scores a 3-point basket to draw within 23 points. Ava Vandermus with a turnover. The Lancers can't get sloppy. I know they got a big lead right now and everyone's comfortable and happy, but the last thing you want to do is get into bad habits, and that's what the Lancers have been doing here lately. Bad habits, forcing passes that simply aren't there.
Can't be doing that, especially with the commanding lead right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to face some really good teams. They already have faced really good teams. You can't have the turnovers like that and expect to win those games. Lancers seem to be stepping it up a little bit here on defense here with that intense trapping defense. Lily Melhorn with some good defense there. Ginevra always pesky up on top there as she is ripping it out. A good little shot fake and drive. Kicking out. Really good defense. That's going to be an over and back here by the Lancers. A good response after a couple of turnovers to get that ball back. That one they forced. Some of the turnovers have been Winnebago's fault. This one was all Lancers on that aggressive defense. Lily Melhorn with the ball. Looking to kick it out there to Ginevra Ermis. Ginevra with a nice set shot. That one's off a little bit. Ball goes right to Addie Cordy, who scores. Addie Cordy now with 14 points tonight, well above her average. Doing a really nice job as the Lancers increase their lead. And Addie with a steal again as Ginevra Ermis now runs the point.
Addie's really proving to be a crucial point in this win, down low for the Lancers especially.
Vandermus with a nice rebound and in as the Lancers go up to 53-26. Yeah, I agree with you, Levi. She's just doing a nice job being pesky on defense, and it's great that she's being rewarded with some baskets because sometimes she just doesn't get the basket stats. She gets the aggressive stats, as we've mentioned before. Lancers continue to rotate players in, now bringing in Micaiah Krause and Briley Zerbel. Looks like we've got full time out here at the Lancer Arena. I don't know, I'm making it stick. I'm trying to make it stick. Maybe there's something better that can happen. Let's take a look here at our top scorers today for the teams. Melhorn with 15 points, and Addie Cordy, as we talked about already, with 14. Micaiah Krause with 5. But what you notice really is Melhorn and Cordy shooting both over 60% from the field, and those are obviously layups and easy putbacks after some key turnovers there. Neither team really shooting great from the outside necessarily. But again, you got to make the easy baskets down low as well. Lancers up here 53-26. Always something going on here at Manitowoc Lutheran tomorrow. As we, like I said, are getting ready for our dedication on Sunday tomorrow, we get the privilege of hosting some grade school basketball right here in this building. A league that our junior Lancer basketball teams have been in, the NWBBL. We've always played away because we never had the gym to host. Well, I'll tell you what, we've got the gym to host now. And we're going to have 8 basketball games here with both side courts going because the side courts here are 2 full courts. So that'll be awesome to be able to see that and generate a couple extra dollars in concessions. And so just all the world of possibilities we can do now with this beautiful new facility. And that, again, will take place tomorrow right here at Manitowoc Lutheran.
Think of that, though. What a privilege it is to have 2 side courts that are the same as this full court.
We already are thinking about how can we do tournaments or volleyball tournaments or basketball tournaments, because we really would have 3 courts. We just can't use 3 courts tomorrow because the auxiliary gym already set up for our dedication service. But yeah, what a facility to have all the teams are able to practice. We're able to get home at a reasonable hour now without having this 7 to 9 o'clock practice at night. A gym here that we're going to use for obviously years and years to come, and to be honest, a long time coming as well. It's just awesome to see it in action. As the Lancers come back to action again with that trapping defense, and there's a foul. Looks like that one's maybe on Trisha Kiss as she picks up her first foul overall. That's the team's second. Lancers up 29 points here on the Vikings, on pace to go well over their 72-point game average are the Lancers, and Winnebago's got a ways to go to get to their 51 points, as we are under 12 minutes here in the second half here at Manitowoc Lutheran. Third foul there on Addison Cordy as Winnebago goes to the line. All right, so let's go back to our Wells acronym game here, Levi. This will be one that maybe you'll be able to get, but we talked about how both of these schools are in the northern Wisconsin district. They're both WELSA, they're both ALHS. They both have the same DP. What's a DP? We'll come back to that one in just a few minutes. As Winnebago fires up a shot unsuccessfully, Marissa Melhorn grabs the board and takes it up herself. Kicks it over to Trisha Kiss for three, and that one falls. A nice job there by Marissa, going up the court, kicking it out to a wide open Trisha Kiss, who calmly makes the three-pointer. And now a steal here by Marn, and a great pass to Trisha Kiss again for 2 points, as the Lancers now have hit the 60-point mark tonight. 60-27, a 33-point lead for the Lancers. As they go up, Winnebago for a shot. Marissa pushes it hard. Why not get it to Trisha? This one a little bit too hard. Tonight our boys are traveling at Hilbert, so a little bit of a lighter crowd here, although it was good to see the dance team at halftime and also the pep band to start out the night tonight. For the first time, both of those groups, but the boys are at Hilbert for a conference game, so hopefully their teams are doing well. If we get any scores, we will certainly pass them along to you. As Winnebago Lutheran scores to pull within 31. Maren Dwayne over to Trisha Kiss, up to the top to Micaiah Krause, directing offense here over to Maren Dwayne. Looking down low to Marissa, back to Maren. Good looking shot, unsuccessful as Winnebago clears the ball and works it up the floor. A couple of players looking to check in, including Natalie Hockmuth, who would get her first action of the night tonight. As that shot goes in and out for the Vikings, Marissa Melhorn pushing the ball up the floor. Over to Micaiah Krause, who's wide open and sinks it for the Lancers. Micaiah Krause now up to 8 points. She's got 2 3-pointers for sure. Vikings push the ball up, move the ball around as the Lancers are kind of content to just sit in a zone, making them shoot it from the outside. Looks like a little 2-1-2 or 2-3 zone. All right, not seeing any answers online here. So Levi, both of these schools have the same DP. They have the same what?
I'm going to go with a solid guess of district president.
Ding, ding, ding. Well done. Every one of our 12 districts in our synod have a district president. And both these schools being in the same district have the same district president. That's Pastor Joel Zenk, who serves over in Mount Olive in Appleton. Levi, you are 4.5 right and 2 wrong. Online, we're falling behind. We're 3 and 5. But plenty of acronyms to go. Oh, that's right. The Wells know their acronyms quite well. All right, we've got a timeout on the floor here as we have a little bit of a game going there. What do you call that over there with the little
hacky sack?
I love the little hacky sack game. Maybe we could get some coverage of the hacky sack game going. It's not overly impressive right now, but we got about 6 or 7 kids playing, including a couple of our high school kids. Playing hacky sack, or Logan Haupt just grabbed the hacky sack with his hand. I think that's illegal, but maybe we can get that in our next timeout opportunity there. As come out of the timeout, score 63-29 here, about 9 minutes to go. A Winnebago ball underneath there. Kick it off to the side here. Cross-court pass here to number 5, who goes in strong to the big girl down low, who draws a foul, and she'll be shooting 2. Again, she is playing with 4 fouls tonight, one more. She picked up 2 maybe within the first 2 minutes of the game. Played sparingly in that first half, and then picked up 2 in the second half. As the sophomore goes to the line, misses the front half of the 2-shot free throw. Again, she averages 8 rebounds a game and also averages about, I believe, 8.5 points or so a game, 9 points a game. Vikings within 27 now as the Lancers and Natalie Hochmuth in the game. Over to Trisha Kiss, up to Abby Benke, who thinks about it. Kicks it back up to Trisha. Trisha drives with her left hand. Nothing doing, and a nice block there by the inside by the Vikings. The Vikings pushing it up strong. Kicking it out to the side there, number 5, Addison with the ball. Over to 22, Abigail Walta. Ball gets knocked out and remains Vikings ball. Again, JV's won here earlier tonight, 29-17. They're also having a good season. I think they've only lost 1 game this year, the JVs, and that's the St. Mary Catholic. As Winnebago knocks a hoop in, and now extending a little bit of a pressure as Briley Zerbel works the ball up the floor to Trisha Kiss. St. Mary, again, that big matchup a week from tonight over there at St. Mary's. As Abby Benke works over to Trisha Kiss, who's had the hot hand lately. That one's a little bit short. Strong rebound by the Vikings as they push it up. And Vikings with the ball down low and draws the foul. It's really as simple as that for the Vikings. I'm sure that's what they wanted to do when the game started. It's just when you get your big girl down with 2 fouls right away, that changes the game a little bit for them.
I think number 25's been really careful about that fouls, keeping it at 4 since she came in.
Agreed. Done a nice job. She's shooting, at least before this game, 42% from the field at about 10 points a game with a season high of 17 points. There's a lane violation, though. She crossed the line just a little early. Doesn't make a difference what level you're at. You can't cross the free throw line. 63-32 is the score. Lancers up 31, if I'm doing my math correctly. Micaiah Krause back in the game to Evelyn Overland, who is related, I think, to Levi Overland, who is standing right next to you tonight. Levi, do you have any relation with that person down there?
I can confirm that she is my older sister.
All right. I bet she drives you to school every day, too.
She does.
All right. So we'll be looking for Evie to get her first baskets of the night as Micaiah Krause gets the 3 and 1. A tough 4-point play coming up here for Micaiah. It's 3-pointer or bust for Micaiah today, now getting her 11th point and her 3rd 3-point shot.
I think that really just goes to show the talent that some of these 3-point shooters on the Lancers have, being able to draw that foul after the shot.
Some talking here with the officials here. I'm not quite sure because I think what they're going to talk about is that was that foul after the shot or was it during the shot? We'll see what the official is reporting the foul. Maybe it was just on who it was rather than when it was. So the 3-point basket is good. Micaiah will get 1 free throw. See if she can get up to 12 points for tonight. Again, Micaiah averages about 11 points a game, so she's right where she should be. But she'll be kicking herself for missing that shot as Ginevra Ermis again on top as they look to extend this defense a little bit more. And that'll be a kick ball, or at least out of bounds there by Briley Zerbel.
Not maybe what she wanted to do, but resort nonetheless. Last resort.
Good little drive and an underneath layup there by number 2, Sylvia Sopina. Nice looking shot there as the Lancers quickly move it up the floor. Ava Vanderbus looking for that three-point shot, unsuccessful. Ball goes back to the Vikings as we have another substitution for the Lancers. And that's number 33, Olivia Martin in the game. Her first appearance in the game. Kind of like we talked about, if the score got a little bit out of control, it's a good game to get everybody in. And I'm sure Coach Banky and Coach Banky will do just that. As they continue to work, the big girl down low gets another opportunity with a rebound for Olivia Martin as she's officially in the book with a rebound. Ball remains here with the Lancers. About 6.5 yet to go here. 66-34. I believe that's 32 points if I can subtract correctly. Ava Vandermoos going to throw it in there to Micaiah Krause, still in the game right now. Lancers look to set up an offense versus this man-to-man defense. Irma goes hard, and a foul there on number 12. That'll be the Vikings' 4th team foul, so not quite in the bonus yet. Lancers take it out underneath there. Looks like, gotta report the call there. There we go. Ginevra Ermis waiting patiently, throws it into Krause, who goes up strong. That one's going to trickle in for her 13th point of the night. Melhorn leads the way with 17. Micaiah Krause, with 13 points tonight. Ooh, almost a nice steal there by Ginevra as she again is applying pressure on top. Winnebago moving the ball around. Nice strong take. Ooh, good. It's a good, strong, aggressive move to the hole there as we're approaching the 6-minute mark here in this game. It's been all Lancers. They started out with an 8-0 lead. They kind of stalled there for a little bit, but they extended it to a 39-15 lead at halftime. Lancers have almost put up 30 points here in this second half already, as the Vikings have put up about 19 points. Krause and Ginevra Ermis going to the bench. My guess is that'll be their last minutes of the night as we're approaching that 6-minute mark tonight. Again, they both did a wonderful job tonight as Marissa Melhorn grabs the ball over to Ava Vandermoos. Ava looking to get the ball down to Martin, and Martin throws up the shot. No good. Rebound Vikings. Vikings move the ball up. I got 2 more acronyms for you, Levi. A tough one and an easy one. What do you want first?
Tough.
You want the tough one first?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, obviously, we're talking about 2 Wells high schools here, which means you have a lot of teachers, which means you have a lot of called workers. Every called worker gets mailed a BORAM every other year. BORAM, the BORAM. What is a BORAM?
I have no clue.
Well, you got a little bit of time to think about that one, Levi. Again, you wanted the tough one, and that is the toughest one on the night, so this would be mucho points for those that get the BORAM question. No Googling the answer at home if you are sitting there watching online. As the Lancers now have hit the 70-point mark as Ava Vandermoos gets her own rebound over to Evie, who is locked up with a jump ball. Evie, right? Ava.
Evie.
Evie. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. Hopefully the Overland family is not watching at home. I'm so embarrassed.
She gets called several names.
I'll just say Evelyn. How about that? That'll be easier for me.
Any nickname for her really works.
Okay, coming from a true little brother, absolutely. All right, Morgan Yost now has checked into the game for the Lancers, as the Lancers really only have one sub yet that they could put in, and that is a sophomore that played a full JV game already, so we'll see if she gets into the game yet today. But Morgan Yost now checking in for the Lancers. And that's Austin LaFawn would be the last player that hasn't checked in yet, but like I mentioned, she played a whole half already. As Winnebago pushing the ball up the floor. Nice three-point shot from the outside, no good. Ava with a good rebound there as she looks to set up the offense for the Lancers. Over to Evelyn, right down to Natalie Hochmuth, who had good position, but ball got taken away by the Vikings.
A little stronger pass and it probably would have got to her. But
Vikings looking to get a good shot here to add to their point total, and yet another turnover. All right, no one's answering online. Levi, you said you have no shot, but take a shot. What is the bow ram?
I don't even have a guess, being completely honest.
Every other year we have a district convention, and in that district convention we talk about the book of reports and memorandums.
Oh, never would have got that.
No, that's a tough one. You got to be in the circle to know that one. The book of reports and memorandums, which basically tells you everything that's going to happen at the district convention. All right, so that's the tough one. We'll get you one easy one yet to finish off here today. Thanks for playing the Wells acronym game as Morgan Yost now has the ball. Shot by Ava, who's looking a little tired here as she airballs that shot. And Zerbal and Martin come in as Ava Vandermoos and Maren Dwayne. My guess is that's their last action of the night as well. Both of them look a little tired. Everyone getting some good playing time tonight, which is just always awesome to see as well. 70-36, a 34-point lead here for the Lancers. If you're wondering, running clock starts at 40-point lead. So we're getting closer to that at 34. Vikings got the ball though right now as the Lancers stick in their zone. Very patiently work that ball around and get a good look. And there it is from the outside. No good. Ooh. Taken away by the Vikings. And we got a little music here all of a sudden for some reason. Apparently there was a timeout. Sorry about that. I was confused at a second why the music was playing, but there was a little quick 30-second timeout just for Coach Benke to get a couple subs in. Correction, that is a full timeout. We will go to our last commercial then break of tonight. Thank you to our sponsors on this live stream event.
For all your plumbing needs, Luger Plumbing. Full-service plumbing for more than 45 years.
Hi, I'm Logan Brooks.
And I'm Cam Nimbe. And we are the officers here of the Broadcast Club at MLHS.
It has been amazing to move into our broadcasting booth in the new gym.
But we need your support.
With the move, we have equipment we need to buy to continue to bring you high-level broadcasts of MLHS sports.
If you are a business interested in a commercial or an individual who just loves our broadcasts and would like to support us, scan the QR code or go to the link on your screen to see ways you can support us.
You can also email our advisor, Nathan Gergel, for more information.
Thanks, and enjoy the game.
We are back with about 2.5 minutes to go here at the new gym, the main gym, the arena. We'll see what's kind of happening here as the Lancers look to inbound it up a good margin. You know, something about this floor, Levi, maybe you know it or not, but it's actually kind of a new type of wooden floor. There are special points around the three-point line and around the lane that have a little extra cushion in it, called high impact zones, so that as you're jumping up and down in those areas, it's less stress to your knees and your joints. So it's a little bit of an experiment. This is like the first gym, or one of the first gyms in America to actually have this floor. And the company that gave us this gym is kind of testing it out with the hopes that a lot of colleges will end up using this floor as well. So
That's very cool.
we'll see if that actually happens. I think they're even tracking some of the data on this in terms of ankle and knee injuries that have happened. So a little added bonus by Gary Zander and Action Floors for giving us a floor. As Natalie Hochmuth goes up strong for the hoop, gets her board, and no, that foul will be down. And that'll be the 5th foul for the Vikings. Yeah, so you wouldn't notice it when you were out there jumping around. I mean, now that you know, Levi, you go out there and you jump, you're going to think you're going to feel it, but you really don't feel it at all. It feels like any other floor, but it's just an added little stress relief there for those plays. Thank you to our YouTube follower for correctly identifying the Boram. That's Kristen Ash. Wow. Well done, Kristen Ash, on knowing what the Boram is. You are a true Welser.
Congrats to you. I could never have done it.
Well, you learned something tonight, though, Levi.
I did.
Well done, and that's an over and back call. All right, so we got one last acronym to go here. You wanted the easy one last. I'm hoping this will be an easy one. Both of these schools send a lot of kids to WLC. What is WLC? Give you a second. Don't answer right away. We'll see if give the online folks a chance to hear that one as well. Again, you learned a lot about the districts. You learned a lot about district presidents tonight. You learned a lot about the accreditation, what area Lutheran high schools are, Levi. You learned more in the last hour and a half than you did all week in school. True or false?
False.
Oh, it hurts. Lancers up 72-38 with a turnover there. As we approach the 1 minute mark to go. Vikings go up strong, and they'll shoot 2 free throws there, see if they can get into the 40-point mark. All right, Levi, for the win, what is the acronym WLC?
Wisconsin Lutheran College.
Well done, ding, 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 ding. And you win tonight, and you get the 5.5 points. Also, congratulations to Tim Lukasik. You also got it right online. That was Know Your Wells acronym game. Hope you enjoyed playing at home as much as I enjoyed seeing Levi's face when I gave him the acronym, and he had no idea. As the Lancers look to go to 12-0 tonight with a cruising victory here on their home court. Vikings maybe looking to get just another point to get up to 40 points, as they will drop to 5-6 overall and make the trip home to Fond du Lac this evening. Again, if you are able to make it on Sunday, 2 o'clock is our dedication service here at Lutheran High. Music starts around 1:30. Come a little bit early if you so choose. Join the dedication service, which will start in the auxiliary gym, or that is the old gym. And then at some point, we all get up and move to the main gym, or this new gym here. And we get a chance to sing a song as we officially open up the new gym Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and then the entire school is open. So if you are an alumni that has not been here for a while and you want to see the good old cafeteria in the basement and what that's become, or the old typing room on the second floor, or the old teacher's smoking lounge, all those places exist. They're just different names and different paint, and I guarantee there's not a smoking room anymore. But come and take a look. The entire school will be wide open for you to do that. And yeah, I realize there might be a Packer game going on at 3:30 as well. As the Vikings look to close this out here, down 30. Moving the ball around, 5-4, 3-2-1, and that's going to go for the Vikings. Marissa Melhorn finishes the night with 17 points, Addie Cordy with 14, and Addie Cordy will be our player spotlight. We will come back right after this. Lancers win 70-42, I assume. It's not on the scoreboard yet, but I know they scored those last 2 points. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Bethany Lutheran School. Bethany Lutheran School has been sharing the gospel message with the Manitowoc community for over 50 years. Come find out about the Bethany Way, where we work each day to do all things to the glory of God. To find out more information about Bethany, visit our website at www.bethanyeagles.org.
Hi, I'm Logan Brooks.
And I'm Cam Nimbe, and we are the officers here of the Broadcast Club at MLHS.
It has been amazing to move into our broadcasting booth in the new gym.
But we need your support.
With the move, we have equipment we need to buy to continue to bring you high-level broadcasts of MLHS sports.
If you are a business interested in a commercial or an individual who just loves our broadcasts and would like to support us, scan the QR code or go to the link on your screen to see ways you can support us.
You can also email our advisor, Nathan Gergel, for more information.
Thanks, and enjoy the game.
Sponsored by B&B Metals, buying scrap cars, appliances, and farm equipment. If it's metal, we buy it. Call us at 920-693-8261.
For all your plumbing needs, Luger Plumbing. Full service plumbing for more than 45 years.
All right, we are back here at the main gym. The arena is what we're calling it. Lancers win tonight, 70-42, as they improve now to 12-0 overall. As the visiting Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings fall to 5-6. What are some stats here, Levi, that you can share with us?
Well, don't want to start off with the negative, but the turnovers were 59, and I must have missed some there, but not looking good for the Vikings. But Jillian Pino, who averages 10 points, was kept to 5 and had 4 fouls. Didn't foul out, but wasn't in for most of the game. And averaging about 8 rebounds, only got 4 this game. So they definitely kept her down and out of the...
But overall, a really balanced attack here for the Vikings, which is something that we commented on earlier in the game. 9.665543. Just a kind of an overall talented performance. We're going to go live down on the court here with the Lancer player of the game, Addie Cordy. Thanks, Tristan. Addie Cordy having a wonderful night. 14 points, couple of boards, 5 rebounds. Marissa Melhorn had 17 points. Micaiah Krause had 13. Trisha Kiss had 5, and then a number of other Lancers had 4, 2, and 1. So just overall, a really nice job here for the Lancers as they improve now to 12-0 for the season. They are definitely looking ahead to their next game, which I believe will be Tuesday at Hilbert. And then the big game for them, which will be at St. Mary Catholic next week, a week from today. Levi, it was once again an awesome privilege to be able to do the game with you. I think I've done 3 games this year total, and 2 of them with you. hopefully you get a chance to do more games. I want to thank my daughter Emily for doing stats here today for me, and all the rest of the crew for doing a great job of getting our views. Levi, why don't you take us out tonight?
Well, thank you all for tuning in, and once again, thank you to everyone behind the scenes working on the graphics. But that'll be Mr. Olhorn and Levi Overland signing out on the Lancer broadcast.